Hello everybody, it's Shady here, and today we've got an update on a previously announced game. So obviously we are talking about the YuGiOh early collection, and this is basically a collection of, it's going to be over 10 games of the handheld games. So we're basically going to be getting the early Game Boy games and a few advanced games, but there's only been 5 games announced. So about a month ago they announced the first 3 games of the collection, and now they've added a couple more to it. So we basically have YuGiOh Duel Monsters 1, 2, 3 and 4, which are all Game Boy games, and Duel Monsters 5 Expert Duel 2, which is a Game Boy Advance game. And obviously why this is really interesting is, one, obviously these YuGiOh games are awesome, and 2, a lot of these, the majority of them, are actually the first time being translated. So obviously we had Duel Monsters 3, which was Dark Duel Stories, which was like one of the first ones we got over here, and Duel Monsters 5, which was Stairway to the Destined Duel Worldwide Edition, on the Game Boy Advance. Those were the only 2 we had previously, so yeah. We're finally getting like officially translated versions, and yeah, I can't bloody wait. Obviously it did say over 10 games, and now to give a bit my speculation, I'm pretty certain we're going to be seeing probably a couple more GBA games in this. Also, Expert Duel 4 actually had 3 versions in Japan. There was a Yugi, a Kaiba and a Joey, so I'm assuming we're going to get all 3 of those. Then yeah, I would imagine Eternal Dealer Soul, or Expert Duel 5 will be there as well. I'm guessing possibly Dungeon Dice Monsters, maybe. And hopefully we get the Sacred Cards and Refresh Destruction, but I'm not too sure on that yet. But yeah, it's just really cool to see Konami doing this with these like ports and stuff. So obviously, I'm sure people know this by now, but we recently had the Castlevania Dominus Collection, which was the 3 DS games. So yeah, it's really cool to finally have, some more of these cool compilations. And the coolest part about this is it's coming to both Switch and PC, and there's a physical copy as well. The compilation is £55 though, which is a little bit expensive, I think, for just like a few ROMs of older games. But I'm assuming there's going to be some cool added features. Obviously these things haven't been announced yet, there's still no release date, but I mean, obviously I'm going to give a little bit of speculation what I would imagine we're going to see in this compilation. Obviously, just like the other ones, I'm assuming we're going to get some sort of art viewing thing. So we'll probably be able to like have scans of all the manuals of the games. There'll be some like official artwork, box art. I'm guessing we'll have like a music or a soundtrack section as well, like with these other compilations, like Konami's previous ones. Probably be a rewind feature, fast forward feature. I'm guessing we'll have the ability to save and quick save and load like these other ones as well, which is awesome. And yeah, I'm guessing, this is just obviously speculation, but I would imagine there's going to be an online aspect to it as well, mainly because these games all had 2-player modes, versus mode, using link cables obviously, and there was actually like official tournaments back in the day in Japan held for each one of these YuGiOh games, so it's really cool. But now what I want to talk about is what this could mean moving forward, because obviously there's tons of YuGiOh games out there on multiple different platforms. And this is just like the first one of these compilations. Obviously what I really want to see is maybe like a Forbidden Memories or Capsule Monsters port. We've got Duelist of the Roses, Frostbound Kingdom, and then there's all those other awesome DS games. There's the there's all the awesome DS games. There's GBA games as well. Duel Academy, for example. We've got Seven Trials to Glory, stuff like that. And then there's obviously the Tag Force games. There's just so many awesome YuGiOh games out there on these handhelds and home consoles. It would be just so great if we get more of these. Obviously, this one is called the Early Years Collection, so I'm assuming it's one of many, I'm assuming. That's just my own speculation though. But yeah, I really can't wait. Like, yeah, it's very strange, but like this is actually like my most hyped game right now. Like just a collection of old ROMs of Game Boy games, believe it or not, which is kind of strange, but I just love old school YuGiOh and these games in particular. Also, what's really awesome is all of the Game Boy games, the Expert Duel games, or the Duel Monsters games, sorry, they kind of play very similar to like a Forbidden Memories. They don't, because I think a few of these were made before like the anime and everything, and before there was a proper rule set, so it was just sort of based roughly on what was in the manga. So yeah, they all have like really interesting versions of the game. So like you can only play one card per turn, and obviously you can fuse just random monsters together and all sorts of different things like that. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure these early ones, there was no like limit to what you could have, like especially in the first one. So you can have like a 40 card deck of Blue Eyes if you wanted to, which is really funny. But yeah, it's just really cool to see the evolution of these games anyway, or being able to see the evolution of these games through this collection. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this anyway. Yeah, if you guys are excited for this collection, let me know in the comments if you see the video. Yeah, obviously if you like the video, like, subscribe, all that YouTube has, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.